back to another video. And before the video start, we almost at a milestone. 30 subscribers. Look, it doesn't sound good, but look, the fact that these 29 people subbed, that's crazy. Like it may not mean nothing to you, but it means something to me. You know what I'm saying? But before we start making you like and sub, if you like my content, you know what I'm saying? But let's get into the video.
Pretty much impossible to get everybody on planet Earth to agree to one thing. No matter what the topic is, someone will always argue it. Whether it's sports, TV shows, politics, you can name anything. Somebody will always have a different opinion than yours. But I think there is one thing that is the closest to getting humans to agree on one topic. Something we all unanimously hate together. And that thing is waking up in the morning. Now, some of you might hear this and go, well, I'm a morning person. And for the 5 of you, I'm gonna need to get rid of you for the sake of my analysis. You're telling me I have to wake up at 6 a.m. for what? What could be worth waking up at 6 a.m. for?
I'm not gonna lie. What time of year it is? I feel like summer. No, like summer. I like waking up early in the morning. Like, it's cause like summertime, you usually doing something most of the time. Like you can see your friends, your cousins, maybe even your family member, whatever. Like I feel like waking up in summer, it feels different because you're actually doing something in summer. You're going to arcades, water parks, whatever you want to do, bro. Sleepovers, bro. But then school just come back and just take it away. And I feel like that first alarm, it hits different. Like, you wake up, you looking at the wall for like 5 minutes before you get ready, just really just contemplating about life. That you're gonna have another 10 months of the same bull crap for 10 months straight again. And the worst thing about it too, bro, you really gotta think, like when you on the bus in the morning, sometimes you gotta walk. Look, I walk to the bus. It be so cold. It be extremely cold. Bro, have you walked to the bus stop, right? Let's go for everybody who walks to the bus stop. You walk to the bus stop in the wintertime, I know you be freezing your nuts off, bro. And especially if you live in Antarctica. But I don't think nobody in Antarctica watches my stuff, so.
Unless Mr. Beast himself is not handing me $1 million waking up at 6 a.m., I don't wanna. Waking up early isn't really that bad. It's what you're waking up early for. If you have a family vacation plan and you're waking up early to catch that flight, that's not so bad. Actually, there's a good chance you didn't sleep the whole night because you're so excited. But if you have to drag your feet out of bed at 6 a.m. in the morning for something like school, that's where I draw the line. No matter what day it is, waking up for school is always gonna suck. Nobody wants to get out of their nice, warm, and cozy bed just to go learn about some bullshit for 8 hours. The first part about waking up, and by far the worst part of it, is the waking up part. I'm sure we've all been there, where you stayed up a little bit longer than you should have on a school night, and now you have to function off of 4 hours of sleep. And when you try to get out of bed, it's like there's weights shackled to your feet that are physically holding you back from getting out of your bed. And when you finally find the willpower to break the shackles and get out of your bed, you lift your covers, and the first thing you feel is the cold AC. Now, I don't know about you guys, but the second I feel the cold air hit my ankles, I'm throwing that cover back on and going back to bed, is what I want to say. If I were to do that around the age of high school, I would get that ass whooped. Now that you're out of bed, you have probably the second most important step in the entire morning process, getting ready and finding a fit. Now this step,
I don't know, sometimes for school I have to get my fits ready, but I feel like, no, I'm not gonna lie. Look, I don't like school. I swear to you, bro, when I go to school, my parents be like, oh, don't wear the same outfit. Because they're allowed to do that. Because I feel like nobody really cares. We all wear the same outfit every day because I don't feel like just look for new outfits in the morning every day. That's why I do that, bro. And also, not only that, the clothes be clean. We use the laundry all the time. So the clothes be clean, but it's still the same clothes. Like, I don't see the problem. But they be tripping though. They be tripping like heavy. So I'm like, bro, I can't wear the same stuff. Even though I can just clean it in the laundry. Like, come on. Like, come on, bro. Usually you clean it, you go downstairs, you get it in the morning, and boom, you're ready. But no, I gotta find bread else every dang day for a place I don't want to be in. Like, come on, man. And I feel like the worst thing about school mornings, sometimes you gotta trust a time crunch. You don't even got time to watch your butt. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm like, on a school night, I like to take a shower before I go to sleep. Cause I feel like you try to do that in the morning, I feel like I'm gonna be late. You know what I'm saying? Cause I like to take long showers when I'm tired.
Varies from person to person. For example, you have the people that don't really care about how they look. They show up in pajama pants with messy hair, and they usually stink. Sometimes, not all the times, but most of the times they do kind of smell like BO and everything bad. And then you have the people that overly dress for school. They walk in like every day is a fashion competition.
That's
They
true.
are dressed head to toe in designer and
can't
smell
stand-
like they just walked out of a crumble cookie. And then you have the more normal people. You know, the same people that kind of re-wear the same 5 fits over and over again.
That's me.
That's kind of where I fall on the scale.
That's me.
But one thing I think most people should agree on is that you should not be stinking at school. I shouldn't walk
No, sorry for pausing too much, bro. I hate stinky people at school, bro. And bro, you know, cause bro, y'all don't understand the pain. There's so many musty people at my school. Have you ever like have the teacher like make a new teacher, right? They move you away from your friends. And then you had to sit next to that one musty kid, he stank. And the worst of all, they be like, oh, that's the stanky table. So you know what? The freaking musty kids are at your table. So that mean their smell is gonna linger on you. You know what I'm saying? Cause they gonna see you over there like he musty too. He's chilling with you. Even though the teacher put you off there. Like that is not fun, bro. Like imagine you's like, oh my god, man, this man stank. And I can't do nothing about it because you know if you move, the teacher gonna be tripping. He gonna be like, get your ass back on the table. I mean the seat. And I'm like, I'm not trying to hear all that. It's annoying, bro. And then like you gotta do your work in it, testing it. It just and when that one musty person don't pop up, bro, you notice how the air feel different. Everybody like, man, it smells good. It always be that one kid, the one kid who stinks up the whole class. How do you do that? How do you come to school stinking? Like how? Like I just don't understand. Like do you not have what? How? I'm not gonna say any names, but if you're watching this, you know who you is.
past you and it smelled like deviled eggs. This is exactly why, even as much as I hate waking up early, you gotta wake up just a tad bit earlier to get your hygiene right. Like, you don't have to walk into your bathroom and play dress to impress or anything, but at least have the decency to apply the basic stuff, like lotion, deodorant, brushing your teeth, and all that good stuff. The last thing you want to do is go to school musty. You don't want to smell like a pack of sardines, especially because you're about to be outside waiting for that bus, knowing damn well someone's about to smell musty and you don't want to get blamed for it. Which brings me to the next stage of the morning cycle, waiting for the bus. Depending on where you live, this might be a little different for everybody, but usually where I live in the morning time is pretty chilly. So you gotta stand at the bus stop, cold, in the rain sometimes, with half a Pop-Tart in your mouth. And if your bus driver was anything like mine, for some reason he can never show up on time. It's either the guy was too late, too early, or one time he just didn't show up at all. I just think there are fewer things worse than sitting outside the bus stop for 20 plus minutes just for your bus not to show up at all. I think the only thing that might be worse is leaving your house and seeing the bus already drive away. Then you have to
But I swear, bus I be seeing you, they just don't care.
do the pity run. Then you stop in your tracks because you know there's no point. That has to be like top 5 canon events of all time. But when you do make it on time to the bus and you get on the bus, the first thing you're hit with is this nasty wave of BO and old bus smell. I don't know if it was just me, but my bus smelled like the mixture of the morning air and Krabby Patty grease. And not only that, depending on your stop, you either got the good seats or the seats with holes in them and the cotton sticking out of it. Now, depending on the day of this bus ride, the whole ride to school can either be really silent or extremely loud for no reason. It's 7 a.m. in the morning, and there's that one guy who's just playing music loudly out of his speaker. For what reason? I have no idea. And it's always the most mid song. Like, nobody wants to hear your dubstep, bro. And usually the kids that are sitting in the back of the bus are the most loud. I don't know how people have so much energy to yap at 7 o'clock in the morning. What could you possibly talk about? But I think by far the funniest type of person to see on the bus is the guy that's scrambling to get his homework done before they get to school. Like, you had 3 whole weeks to do that project, and you're choosing now on the bus 30 minutes.
No, I got summer homework. What I will say is, if I got summer homework, what's the point of summer homework? Maybe if y'all got homework on the last day, what's the point? Like, how you supposed to bring it back? Like, when you bring it back, are you still gonna be in the class? I don't know, man. Thank God I never had a summer homework. But I'm not gonna lie, bro. I feel like the ride on the first day, you just gotta think. And I feel like the week of school, sometimes you be excited, but I feel like it's over anticipated. The reason I'll say people who be excited for school feel like you excited to see your friends, you know what I'm saying? To make new connections. But I feel like that's kind of over anticipated because you forget the bad things about school, bro. Like, look, obviously school's helpful when you need school, but like, some things about school just piss me off because there's so many things that can go wrong in one day. Is unbelievable. Like, it can just happen one day. And like, the craziest thing, you don't know when that day is gonna come. You don't know when that one bad day comes. You just have an depressing day throughout the whole school. That day can come at any time, and you never know. It could be on the first day of school. Maybe somebody being a dickhead to you. Maybe you failed a test. Maybe the teachers are being buttholes. Maybe somebody put a fire alarm. Whatever's happening. So many things can go wrong. Maybe something embarrassing happens. Maybe you gotta read in front of the classroom. It's just not fun, bro. I hate it.
Before school to do it.
Thanks for watching. You're welcome, buddy. Y'all, that's it for the video. Hold on, I made this video for 13 minutes. Anyway, see y'all boys later. And if you made it this far, obviously you like this, and make sure you like the video. And let me know what should I watch next. So see you boys later. Bye.